this will probably come as no surprise to a lot of people, but there are a lot of cleanup jobs out there. And Michelle Ramirez is here from Workforce Solutions to talk about how you can get in on that, because there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done.
Exactly. There's everything that needs to happen to get everybody cleaned up and back on their feet. So everything from hauling debris away to cutting out that sheetrock. Then the rebuilding process begins. So there's jobs that are in terms of construction. So at Workforce Solutions, on any given day, we have over 2,000 cleanup jobs. So right now in
you
our
said 2,000.
2,000.
Okay.
2,000 openings for cleanup jobs.
Okay.
And so we're encouraging people who are looking for work to come in and apply for those jobs. Again, they're temporary jobs related to the cleanup. They range from everything from hauling away debris to actual cleanup, because you got to get in there and get rid of all that mold and such. But we're also asking for people to think about their potential career path. Construction jobs are always in demand in the Houston area.
Sure.
Always in demand in the Houston area. But construction jobs are rough work. You're outside, you're climbing into heights.
Right.
So these temporary jobs are a great way to kind of test your grit, if you will. You can decide if this is something that you are interested in, something that you're good at, or something maybe that's just okay for right now, but it isn't necessarily a career path.
Do you need any kind of experience to be able to get in on these jobs?
On these temporary cleanup jobs, mostly no. You're going to have to do a little bit of safety training, because we want to make sure that everybody is safe on those job sites, and the employers will help you take care of that. It's usually some OSHA training that's involved, so occupational safety health training. But for the most part, no, it's completely unskilled labor, because you've been seeing it driving through the neighborhoods. There's businesses and buildings that have been affected, so those need to get cleaned up as well. So for these temporary jobs, it's largely unskilled labor. But again, it's a way to get in there and see if this is something that you could make a career out of.
Okay, so now people are saying, give us the information, we want to know, So if somebody's watching this and they're saying, somebody could probably get in on this, how do they do it? Who do they contact? And you might have to repeat it a couple of times just so everybody gets it.
Okay, you want to go to WRKsolutions.com. Again, that's WRKsolutions.com. We're hosting hiring events in our offices every day for all of these cleanup jobs. We have 24 offices all across the greater Houston area, as far north as Huntsville, all the way down to Texas City, as well as many offices here in the Metro Houston area. So again, it's WRKsolutions.com. Find the office that's nearest to you, pop in. Our employment counselors will help you figure out which are the best jobs for you and help you get slotted into those open positions.
Wow.
Rachel would like to know, how much do these jobs pay an hour?
Sure, pay per hour.
Sure. We're looking at most of the starting wages are around $12 an hour. If you have experience and if you have skills, that can easily go up to $22 an hour.
Whoa, hey, listening now.
Exactly.
Okay.
So again, the jobs vary, and they are temporary jobs, but keep in mind that you could be putting in a lot of long hours, because there's a lot of work to be done.
Okay.
And even though we say temporary, you could be on a job site for several weeks.
And so when we talk about now, if someone's watching this tomorrow, can they do this?
Yes.
I mean, right now.
Absolutely. Our offices are open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5.
Okay.
So come on into any of our offices. Again, go on to WRKsolutions.com, tap Find an Office, and it will feed you the 3 closest locations to you.
Okay.
You can go through that whole list, and then just come on in. Come on in, talk to our employment counselors, and they'll get you connected into the right opening for you.
All right, let's do
Another
few questions.
question.
Nikki would like to know, are there evening or part-time positions available?
Yes. For example, the home improvement stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, True Value, those kinds of places are also having to ramp up. Keep in mind there's kind of 2 things that are happening at the same time. It's getting ready for the holiday season, and also both the contractors and the people that are doing cleanup work are going into those home improvement stores. So she might want to consider something like that. But yes, we have those job listings as well.
Okay.
Iman would like to know, what experience do you need?
Experience.
It depends on the kind of work that you're looking to do. There are some jobs where you need absolutely no experience, because what you're going to be doing is picking up wet and damaged debris and hauling it into a big dumpster so that it can go away. You don't need any particular experience for that, but you do need to be willing to work in less than ideal, pleasant conditions.
It's an ugly job, but it's a necessary job, and it's available now.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So if you need work and you're willing to do some of the cleanup work, we can help you go to work.
Okay. More questions?
A lot of questions.
Okay.
Hilda would like to know, can you ask her, meaning you, if this is a cash basis?
Usually these are very quick pay. Usually it's not directly cash. Usually you're going through a payment process. So most people do direct deposit these days, but it's usually not true cash. But you oftentimes do get paid within a day or so of when you're doing the labor. Again, depends on the particular employer, and sometimes, yes, you're going through a staffing agency, and for their goal is going to be in 2 days we need to get this all cleaned out, and at the end of those 2 days they're gonna give you that paycheck.
Sure. Okay.
Sharina would like to know, do any school districts need teachers?
Oh, school districts always need teachers. Teaching is one of the highest demand occupations in our region, because again, we have a lot of people and we're always growing. So the schools are always looking for teachers. Depending on what kind of, or what her certifications are, will determine the best place for her. But yes, absolutely. Great place to go is the school websites. And we in our office can help her get to those websites as well.
Okay. We've had a couple people ask this. What about people with felonies that are willing to work?
Sure.
Well, that's interesting. People with felonies that want to work. That's one of the big questions.
It is. Now, again, what most employers are going to say, it's going to be a case-by-case basis. And what that means is on some of these job sites, there are no people. And that means that, because the buildings are empty. Y'all's building, for example.
Yep.
So, if there's nobody there and there's no risk of loss, those employers tend to be a little bit more accommodating because again, there's very little risk. So again, come into our office because we can search those job listings, and generally what those employers are going to say is it's a case-by-case basis.
All right, a couple questions of locations. Someone is looking for work in Texas City, another one in Wharton. Oh,
perfect. We have offices in both locations. In Texas City, we are right on the Emmett Lowry Expressway. So real close to where the plants are. And in Wharton, I can't remember the name of the street, but we're right across from Wharton County Junior College and where the big HEB is in Wharton. And I'm
sure people can figure that out. Yeah.
All right, many questions on truck drivers. From Shane, CDL drivers.
Truck drivers.
From Frederick, do you need any truck drivers? A lot of truck drivers.
Oh, that's great. Yes, truck drivers are always in high demand. Log in, come into our offices. The key with truck drivers is that employers want you to have a clean driving record and also be able to pass a drug screening. Most of those are going to do a hair follicle screening. So keep in mind that yes, we do need a lot of truck drivers, but because of insurance and liability and all of those things. Be ready to produce your clean driving record and pass a hair follicle test.
All right, Andre.
More questions.
He said, how does the Tiger Group sign up with these companies to help? We have about 1,700 people.
Say that again?
Andre asks, how does the Tiger Group sign up with these companies to help? We have about 1,700 people.
What's the Tiger Group? I'm not sure what the Tiger Group is. Maybe it's an organization that just wants to help, or is it?
Well, Andre, if you could give us a little more detail, we'll get back to you. Okay, many people are saying, could you repeat the website and how you sign up again, people who are just joining us?
Absolutely. It's WRKSolutions.com. wrksolutions.com. Again, wrksolutions.com. Or just come into any of our offices. We're, again, 24 offices all across the Houston region.
Okay. How about Pasadena?
Yes. If you are in Pasadena, 2 locations that are going to be close to you. One is on the Gulf Freeway around Alameda Mall, just south of Alameda Mall. Take the Beltway over to 45 and you're right there. The other option is to go up to North Shore. We have an office on Wallaceville Road.
All right, Carmen just logged in.
You don't miss a beat, do you? Nope.
She's like an encyclopedia.
She is like an encyclopedia.
Carmen would like to know, how do you go about applying?
Excellent. So come into our office. Again, wrksolutions.com to find the location. You're going to create a profile in Work in Texas. That is our job matching database.
Okay.
And then from there, we'll match you with the jobs that are open. But the reason that I keep encouraging people to come into our offices is that we have employers in those offices almost daily right now.
Yeah.
And they're trying to fill large bulk hiring events. So for example, on Thursday, and I'm going to check my notes so that
Hold on a second.
Our East End office, which is our East End location, which is at 5104 Harrisburg, has a hiring event from 9 a.m. to noon.
And when is that?
It is on Thursday.
This Thursday?
This Thursday.
Okay.
From 9 a.m. to noon at our East End location, which is 5104 Harrisburg. Labor Ready is trying to staff a Harvey cleanup crew, a Harvey restoration cleanup crew. So they'll be doing on-the-spot interviewing, on-the-spot hiring. And that's just one example. We have Lowe's that's coming into, or actually they're going to be at a different location on the East Sam Houston Parkway. But again, every single day, these employers are coming into our offices.
Yeah.
And so if you are looking to go to work right now, come into one of our offices because we have employers that are looking for you.
Yes. Okay.
All right, we'll take one more question and then we want to remind our audience. Michelle will be on at 4:30.
Yeah, she's about to be on TV.
Right?
We don't want to interfere with her TV appearance, but obviously there are a lot of people that have questions about it because if you don't need a job, odds are you know somebody who does.
Exactly. So wrksolutions.com, that's our website. It'll connect you to all of our office locations. Additionally, that's where we put all of our information. You can get information about not only where we are, but who's hiring. We have a calendar up there. So once again, wrksolutions.com.
All right, we have another question.
One more question from Carol. She says, I'm an older adult that wants to get back to work.
Great.
And wants to get back to Texas.
Yay.
Would I need to go to the Texas, would I need to go to Texas for an application and interviewing?
Okay, so
if you're out of state, I guess, and you want to come and do some of this work.
That's great. If you are out of state and want to look at these jobs, go to workintexas.com. Again, that's workintexas.com. Create a profile and you'll be able to search all the job listings. Use the keyword search function. So if you want cleanup jobs in Houston, search cleanup Houston. And even if you want specific to Harvey, Hurricane Harvey cleanup, put Harvey in that keyword search and it'll pull up jobs that are related to the Harvey
kind of treat it like you're Googling something.
Absolutely.
And just put in all those keywords. Thank you so much. And I know for those of you who have more questions, odds are that those will get answered on TV. But thank you so much and thank you for joining us.